Hello everybody, and surprise, here I am making a video after a bazillion years. So the video I'm doing today, as you'll have seen in the title, is based on a tag that Kiera of In Kiera's Planner has started doing. And I think a few other people are doing that with her. But she's a planner channel that I've been watching that got me started on all of this back when. And so I thought it would be really fun to play along and do the tag too. And this is like I forget what it's called. It's the Planner Throwback Tag, named so because that completely describes what it is. All right, so today I have my original, what was this, mini happy planner from my entire year of mini happy planner videos that I did. I have other planners that I have planned in since then, and I'm going to be going through this tag. I'm going to put all of the little challenges in the description box below if any of y'all hadn't heard of this and want to play along, but I just thought this was really fun to go through all my old planners and see what's up, and so yeah, I'm excited to do this tag, and I hope that it sounds cool to you too. So the first category is first spreads, and I'm going to take this very literally and show you the very first spread in my mini happy planner. Here you can really tell I didn't quite know what to do with all of this space, especially for a week that was vacation at the time. So you see I have all these different like pieces of paper. I have like some page flags not being used the way one uses page flags. I have some kind of shiny stickers, and sadly there's even some kind of yellowing at the top of the page from where I put this washi down, which I guess means this planner is old, but I honestly don't even remember what year this was. But it wasn't too long ago. How could it be yellowed? Anyway, so that is literally very first spread. Oh, finished final prospectus. That was some time ago then. This might have been like 3 years ago. I think this is 2017. Maybe. The next first that I'll share with you is my first spread in a vertical planner, and this is a recollections planner from 2018. I was right, that was 2017. So this is a recollections planner from 2018, and my intention was to plan out the entire year, and I totally did not do that. I stopped pretty soon. But this is that first vertical spread. As you see, there was, again, when you're starting at the beginning of the year too, vacation since I was in grad school, so it was kind of awkward. I never found a use for the sidebar, wasn't quite sure what to do with all of this, didn't have nearly enough going on to have 3 blocks a week, but I also didn't have like a big fancy sticker kit. I had some of these big happy planner stickers that I know I was experimenting with, but yeah, successful-ish, but this was in fact my first vertical spread. Next, I'm going to show you literally only one spread from this entire 2018 planner, which I was using simultaneously for a little bit with the vertical planner that I showed you. Then I kind of dropped off using the vertical planner. I think I wasn't enjoying it as much as I enjoyed decorating the horizontal mini happy planner. But then also this planner was bringing me a balance of being decorative and also useful, and I didn't feel the need to completely separate the two. So this was right before I started kind of doing both, like decorating my functional planner. So my first spread in which I actually decorated my functional planner is this one. And honestly, what happened here is I bought a few washi tapes. These I know came in a pack from Walmart. This one I think was from Michael's, and this was like a sticky note I had just gotten from Target. Oh, that was also in the pack from Walmart. But yeah, this was just a random week. I wasn't in the planner too much this week. I really failed at my hydration tracker. As you can see, I affixed this down and then I wrote LOL at the top because after Monday, like I was too busy to actually pay attention to how much water I was drinking. But this was the first time that I was in this like vertical Korean style planner, and kind of figuring out, oh, I could maybe put a little decoration in these different blocks too. Which then leads me to my last first, which is in my 2019 planner, which was both functional and decorative. So this this was the first really decorated week in this planner, and I mean, it's kind of depressing. It's not super pretty. I tried some stuff with colored pencil. It was not that great. There's a little of that at the top as well, and I'm using some different sticky notes which I glued down, but you know, that it was the first. That's what it was. Okay, as we move on to tag number 2, please forgive the fact that I just remembered how to adjust my tripod. That's where we are. Item number 2 asks us to show our least favorite spreads. Ooh, okay. Again, moving in chronological order, we start with the mini Happy Planner. And I had a few least favorite spreads in here. Here is one. This spread, there's just a lot happening, and I mean, I do have some like copper foiling. That's kind of cool, but overall I was when I started out very maximalist, very more is more, and maybe this week I looked back on it pretty soon after finishing and thought that was a little much. That was maybe not the best choices. Similarly, not super maximalist here, but as to not great choices, I think that pairing this weird like holographic tape, which is not a washi tape, this was something random from what's it called, Target, pairing that with like neon cutout dots and these weird neon page flags, that was just not a great design choice, and I was trying to celebrate this week, and it really doesn't look like much of a celebration. It just kind of looks to me like a failure. And when I think back about like, ooh, what are some ugly spreads I did, I automatically think of this one. Similarly, the embarrassing Flamingo week, which is just way too pink and black. And I will say, as I was completing this spread, I was not home. I did not have my full complement of stationery with me, but just ew. This is not great. This is not one of my favorites at all. They did say in the tag that we could have several of each. I probably have too many least favorites, but that's where we are. Another least favorite, this attempt at a 4th of July spread. Again, I was not home. I was living elsewhere for the summer and working, and I did get these very 4th of July tapes. As you can see, they're all shiny, but I did have this ugly issue where there were colors on the page that did not match, and I just sloppily colored over them with a pen, and that was just dumb. And so especially as like a 4th of July spread, when this was a week of vacation in the middle of all of my working, it's pretty darn ugly and definitely a least favorite. Continuing in chronological order, this spread is definitely a least favorite. This week, I have all this scrapbook paper, and I just had this thought that I wanted to try to use it. There is more of that like copper foiling from a big pack of stickers I had from Target. And then at the very top, you have this incredibly unfortunate washi that I got from Walmart, which is supposed to be like dark blue with gold bows. And unless you're looking at it really close up as I'm putting it on the camera from far away, it just looks sad and ugly, and the gold and the blue don't go together at all. And I just think this is very unfortunate. One more least favorite from when I began to combine my functional planning with my pretty planning. This week in June, again, I was not home. I was traveling as I was doing this. So I did not have all of my stationery with me. I had a really pared down version of things, but I used this washi, and I mean, I think on the whole, I've made a lot of really unfortunate choices with colored pencils. They never turn out the way I want them to, but these scribbled roses trying to match the pretty watercolor roses in the tape, they're just not doing it for me. This is pretty sad. So the third tag that's in this series is first foil stickers. And I think that for some people who do pretty planning, foil stickers is like a really big milestone for them, perhaps, something that they always have no matter what from now on. But I honestly had some kind of foiled stickers starting out. And so that wasn't an actual milestone in my style, or just, it wasn't like a big indulgence that I finally bought the foiled stickers. That was not a part. And I mean, also I was always, so this leads to how I'm interpreting this tag, right? I've changed this one up. Instead of first foil stickers, I'm going to show you my first sticker kit from Etsy, because I have only ever bought a few sticker kits. Most of the time I've been putting together my spreads from Washi that I got at Hobby Lobby and Michael's, and random packs of stickers from Michael's and Target Dollar Spot and other places. I've always been very thrifty about this and not used Etsy. So it was a big deal when I finally purchased some kits from Etsy and used them. So this, for the third tag, instead of first foil stickers, I'm showing you my first Etsy kit. And this kit is Sailor Moon themed, of course. The thing that finally got me buying a few sticker kits that I allowed myself to, you know, indulge in that expense, was that I found some Sailor Moon themed ones, and that's one of my favorite things ever. I think this is lovely. It's a lot of, you know, very delicate pastels, but I had a bunch of like leftover stickers, like these dots, which I cut in half and made a scalloped pattern at the top of the page, and I thought that was just brilliant. And this is so pretty and so delicate. And so yeah, for tag number 3, I'm showing you my first Etsy sticker kit. Tag number 4 also is, I think, very specific to Kiera, who started the tag with her friends. And also my inability to complete it speaks to my thriftiness, which is a nice way of saying that I'm very cheap. Because tag number 4 in the original thing is first Simply Gilded bottom washi. First, I'm not using an Erin Condren, so the bottom washi thing is not really a part of my original style, or much of my style at all ever. Second, I've never bought anything from Simply Gilded. So instead of showing you that, I'm going to show you something else, which I'm thinking of. I think what they're going for is kind of like, well, this was something that we all do now, and this was the first time I did it. So I'm showing you my first washi banners. This was something that I can't even remember who I saw doing. I think I might have seen Cardboard Couture doing this, and she had picked it up from somebody else. And this is like excessive washi bannering. And honestly, after this point, I think I got really excited, and I did it again the next week. People would do it as kind of a weekend banner thing, and with this being a horizontal planner, a weekend banner would, I guess, have to kind of go this way, which wasn't as exciting. So anyway, but I jumped on the washi banner trend. Not something I do too frequently anymore, but this was kind of the first time I tried that out. So that's my contribution to tag number 4. Tag number 5 asks us to show some spreads that we would do over. So I'm going right back to my first year of pretty planning here. And this was immediately what I thought of when I read this tag, spreads I do over. Now, this isn't bad as spreads go. I think it's pretty. I have good colors going on. I have some like okay cursive handwriting down here at the bottom of the page. But what bothers me the most about this spread is that it looks like nothing happened this week. I have 2 list boxes and that's it. But this was action-packed, all right? Like, this day I drove into Maryland to visit my best friend from college, and we went into DC and we visited all these great places. I had Shake Shack for the first time. We went to the Museum of National History and the National Archives. The next day we went to a fancy bookstore and the Museum of American History and the Library of Congress, and oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with the Library of Congress. That is such a beautiful building. The next day we went to Alexandria and it was amazing. And then finally I had to head back to my family home on my way back to where I was actually living during grad school. And I just think that these 3 days were so epic, and I completely failed to do them justice here. Like, I did not create something incredibly epic in this planner, and I could have done so much more with deco, or maybe even if I had been thinking about it at the time, what if I had tried some kind of scrapbooking things and kind of used some interesting fragments from that. And I mean, also I could have made this more DC themed somehow, or city themed or something. So this is definitely one I would do over, because these 2 days stick out so vividly in my memory as really awesome days that were really fun, and you don't see that when you turn to these pages. Another spread that I would do over is this one. This is a random week in November of that same year, and it's all because of this vertical stripe thing that I tried to do. I thought it would be kind of cool. I thought it would be different. I was trying not to do the same thing over and over every week. I didn't know how to fill this space, and I was like, oh, I will try this thing. And even as I was doing it, and as soon as I finished, I think I kind of said to the camera, yeah, that was a dumb choice. So not my favorite thing that I've ever done in here. Something I would redo, just make this look more normal and take off those strange diagonal stripes. Then, from the era in which I married my pretty planning and functional planning, I have 3 regrets. 3 spreads that I would redo. This spread was from Holy Week of 2019. I tried to use some of this really bad and stubborn washi sticker sheet thing that I had gotten once upon a time from Michaels. I have a video, I think I called it like Disappointing Michaels Washi. It doesn't work very well. You can't peel it off the backing, and a bunch of other people had that problem. I think it's a popular video of mine because people start Googling it when they have the problem and see, that isn't just me. Anyway, but I think, as I was mentioning earlier, I make bad decisions with colored pencils. It's like this, we did not need this. And also these stickers are just random as heck. They don't, nothing here goes. And this was just like a disappointing look. Another spread I would redo, and I am censoring some names and things on this because this of course was a functional planner primarily that I was also making pretty, and I hadn't necessarily planned to put it on camera, so these blue things would not be here. But regardless of the blue things, bad decisions with colored pencils, I just regret all of these goofy jagged leaves that I tried to draw. I thought I was kind of matching what I was seeing in these beautiful giant washi flower stickers that I got from Walmart. But like, they just don't, they don't, it's not, bad. So yeah, that's something that I would redo. And by redo, I just wish I could wave a magic wand and make all the little green leaves go away. And the last spread I would redo was this Christmas spread with these extremely bright, rainbowy, holographic Lisa Frank stickers, which are difficult to get on camera. They were all on one sticker sheet together. I think I got them as a promotion from some random store. They are incredibly dark. They don't match this bright white page. I don't have washi that goes with them. I don't have anything as sparkly as them. They just stand out as awkward stickers on a weird piece of paper, and it just does not work. So this is something else I would definitely want to redo if I could. Tag number 6 asks for our favorite artwork, and my favorite artwork, no surprise, is Sailor Moon fan art. I think the colors of this kit are very beautiful, very true to Sailor Moon. I think that just the silhouettes, this very beautiful silhouette of Sailor Moon and this soft silhouette of Sailor Chibi Moon, and then we have Tokyo Tower, we have the moon, and then this little tiny flag of the Moon Kingdom. This is all very like insider Sailor Moon stuff. If you've never watched Sailor Moon, like, sorry, this is all very specific, but this is definitely my favorite artwork on stickers that I have ever used. I also haven't used too many stickers that are in fact from kits or that even have particular artwork on them. Often what I end up with is more abstract because I am just using sticker books you can easily buy anywhere and not buying special Etsy kits. But yeah, this was a special Etsy kit, so this is definitely my favorite artwork. For tag 7, we're asked to find a spread that inspired your current style. So my goal here was to try to find, well, what was maybe the first time that I did the thing that I am doing mostly nowadays. And so I ended up with this spread, the spread from my functional planner that I also decorated from the week that I defended my dissertation, which was really exciting. And of course, this also ended up having some Sailor Moon washi tape, which I got in a sample from Japan. And it's got some little foiled hearts too. That was a washi I got at Daiso. And then I've got like maybe 1 or 2 stickers. I've got some like little background doodles and this kind of like alternating top of the box, bottom of the box, sometimes a big washi thing over the weekend. That's very much the way I plan now. It's pretty simple. I'm not using tons of like boxes and stuff like that. It's just let me add some decorative elements and then get to work. So I think that this is the best example that represents maybe one of the first times I did something that really kind of indicates my current style. For tag number 8, we're supposed to find our favorite holiday spreads, and I have 2 of them. I haven't done really great holiday spreads in the past because even when my planning was just pretty, it was pretty with the intention of being functional, and often at big holidays like Christmas or something, I'd be going out of town. I'm not bringing my stationery with me. I put minimal stuff on the page. I don't know what my plans are going to be with my family, and I just roll with it. So yeah, I don't have like too many extravagant holiday spreads, but I have 2 to share with you. So one of them is this Easter spread from 2018 when I was still doing the vertical planning decoratively, and these were all stickers. Even though my like Alleluia calligraphy is a pretty big fail at calligraphy, I just thought that this was really cool. I was using some of my own washi, and I did cover up the lines at the bottom, kind of like the bottom washi thing that you see in the Erin Condren. I also, for whatever reason, just really like this little moth guy who's hanging out here. But most of these stickers were coming from a big Happy Planner sticker book that I randomly bought on clearance. And I was cutting them up so that they made kind of, you know, vertical box size. They were all more like this size, every single one of them. So this was a lot of kind of just remixing and playing with those stickers to make them fit this kit. But I just think that the colors worked really well. There's a little bit of foiling here. And I think that this is like very cohesive and a lot, but not too much. My other favorite holiday spread, there's a lot going on here, and it's mostly just me making my own, you know, serious life plans. But I do have a lot of like subtle holiday elements. I have like the red marker here. I have some like gold, you can see it if I bring it really close. There's some kind of shiny gold gel pen. There's this shiny gold arrow. I've got these old washi strips that were from something I got at Target, and the coffee cup for Monday, because Monday was always a really long day for me this semester. But I just feel like this week it looks fairly festive, even though there was a ton going on. When I turned to it, I remember it just pleased me. And also this was a very social week. There was tons of stuff I had to go to and do this week, but it was good. I enjoyed that busyness. I enjoyed being with all the people I was around. So yeah, I would say that this is also a favorite holiday spread for me. Tag number 9 is the spreads that you least expected to be among your favorites. So One of my first least expected favorites is this spread from April of 20, what did I decide it was? 17? Yeah. Because there is so much happening here. This was really very much a maximalist spread where I looked back on it as I was doing it and I'm like, I am putting too much on this page, but it's too late. I'm just doing it. But then the more I look at it, even this was an incredibly chaotic week in life. And I think that's reflected in the stickers, but also everything just goes together so well. And for being something that seems kind of random and scattered and crazy, I also think it's tons of fun. So this surprised me and I'm actually very pleased with it and very proud of it. Another unexpected favorite is this spread. This was from, what is this, July of 2017. And I think that just what was unexpected about this spread is that I had 3 disparate washi tapes. This one was from Target, that one was from Target, and this one was from Daiso. I had some Target stickers, and I just kind of randomly paired them together by color. And the colors worked so well, especially with the colors that were already on the page. And I think I was really surprised about just how nice it looked together. And whenever I'm flipping through this planner and I end up on this page, I get this feeling of like, I am very pleased. That looks so cool. So yeah, I just think the colors of this worked out so well. An unexpected favorite that is also the last spread I did in this vertical planner was this week, where I completely abandoned all my stickers except for this Flamingo washi, and then I used markers and I did this weird doodling style. The top row, I mean, it's kind of weird, but I think that this middle row of all of these hand-drawn boxes, I am so into these. They're so cute somehow. And even as I was doing them, I surprised myself at how good I thought they looked. Even though this pink is kind of close to that pink and definitely not that pink, I was like, yeah, man, that's a pretty cool spread. So this one also always stands out to me as an unexpected favorite, where I was like, who knows how this is gonna go? And then when it was done, I'm like, that went well. I approve. A few more unexpected favorites. This is one. Especially, I mean, this was like one of my this is, I think, like the 3rd week that I tried combining pretty planning and functional planning, and I was tearing my washi in these like random kind of shard shapes, and I did kind of like the random background gel pen sparkles throughout, and just a couple of very simple stickers. Plus, I guess I was eating, I think these were apples. I think Sugar Bee is a fancy apple. But anyway, I just think this looks so nice, and every time I go by it, I'm like, that's very like simple but aesthetic. This one's actually really good. We've also got this week, again, I have a few people's names covered up for, privacy, protecting data, etc. I think that the stickers and colors that I chose here just go really well together somehow. So even though it looks pretty simple, this is also one of my favorites that just kind of came out of nowhere. Oh, actually, that's really great. And then one more unexpected favorite was this very simple Thanksgiving week, in which I just used some purple marker and some little cutout paper stars, which I had made with a paper punch I bought at Daiso. So incredibly simple, not a ton going on here, but it's just very soothing. And I feel like I want to kind of do something else like this in the coming weeks in my current planner, where I like did the cursive over the day name. And maybe not the squiggling, that's not as successful, but still, this looks so nice and so different, and I really like it. Tag number 10 asks for overall favorites. Going back to the original Happy Planner, we've got a few of those. One of them is the 2nd week I ever planned, and I kind of love it because it's super weird. I don't know why. It's like orange and blue. I was using random scrap paper. There's some like small bit of foiling. There's this weird doodle of a girl that I don't know what she was on. She was on like, or maybe it was a sticker my friend gave me. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing here. She has nothing to do with anything. And I also cut out a Whataburger logo and threw that in there and thought that was great. And I think because this is so kind of rustic and collagey and random, this actually sticks out as a favorite, and mainly it's because of this girl and Whataburger for whatever reason. It's just cute and it feels like fun and playful. And as time went on, I think I developed a style, and I think that sometimes I was stuck in my style. And so I feel like this is a favorite because I like to think about how I was just putting things down and seeing, oh, how does this go? And in a weird way, it works. Another favorite is this Pokemon week. I had my brother's old Pokemon calendar. I cut it up and I used some bright sticky notes that I had just purchased and overlaid various Pokemon with the sticky notes. There wasn't a ton going on this week. I was also home. I was hanging out with my family and my brothers. I remember filming this spread. I remember being like, wow, these colors look great together. And I still feel that whenever I flip through. I still remember, ooh, the Pokemon, that was a really good spread. So this is also a major favorite. One more favorite from that year is my Sailor Jupiter kit. This, I don't know, just the combination of the pink and green has always appealed to me. And I bought several Sailor Moon kits from this person, and I already kind of included the one of them as like a favorite artwork, but I wanted to shout out another one as an overall favorite spread. And again, when I had these random dots that I needed to use up and stickers, I really like that pattern that I did at the top, and I incorporated a little bit of my own washi. It's just really cute and fun, and I've always liked these colors, so this is very, very pleasing to me. One more overall favorite spread actually brings us to my current planner, and does feature a random sticker from a plum because I will throw those into my functional planner whenever I eat a plum, an apple, an orange, avocado, whatever. And this this is not actually a washi tape, but it's a big tape that I bought, a tape, I don't know, from Daiso, combined with some washi that I'd gotten elsewhere, I think like Michael's a million years ago. And I cut out these little terrariums from the washi. They're not individual, they're like on a big, like long rectangle. So I cut them out. I cut around the other tape, and I added this little bit of washi, and I added some marker dots and added some marker here up at the day names, that's what they are. And I just this like calming green, and there are these little tiny brown X's that I put around here. This was some kind of week. This was the week that we switched to online learning at the college that I work at, and it was kind of stressful. But we were all just trying to figure it out, and opening my planner to this page, I feel like this is a memory that's going to stick with me, the way this looks and the things that I was thinking in this week as I kept opening back to this page and trying to think through, okay, what can I accomplish next, and what do I need to do? We have now come to the very last tag, and that last tag is spreads with memories that make you smile. Now, I mean, a lot of the spreads I think that I've shown already have memories that make me smile, and this isn't necessarily going to be every single, but I'm thinking about spreads that when I turn to them specifically and I look at them, I'm going to think, oh yeah, I remember that. That was really great. Some weeks have a lot of really great memories in them, but when I look at the spread, I don't think of that week. I just think, oh, those are cool stickers. And this is kind of, for me, the way I'm doing this tag is where these things meet, where I'm both looking at the spread and thinking that's cool, and also thinking about the entire week and remembering that was really great. So I have two to share with you here. This first spread was just kind of a random week in my last spring semester of graduate school. And the weather just turned nice for the first time this year. This was 2019. My cousin Grace came in to hang out with us, and we just kind of did a lot of fun stuff, and it was really cool having her come visit. So I just remember this being a really good week in life. I felt really We had just gotten back from a trip to Austin and I felt really competent. I had finished my dissertation. I was helping out with recruitment, and then my cousin came in and I got to show her around town. This was just a really good week. And the last one you've already seen, but I returned to this spread as also a week with really good memories, because this was the week that my boyfriend moved from where we had both been living to where we are both living now, which I was the first one to move here because I got a job, and then he followed me a couple of months later. So we've been long distance for a couple of months. He was driving back and forth every other weekend. It was a long drive. He's great, but also I had a schedule that wouldn't allow me to make that trip, and his job was more flexible. But anyway, this was the week, and I kind of, the details are specific, so I do have this covering up that detail at the bottom. But this was the week he moved to join me, and it was amazing and just really exciting to get to see his cool new apartment and to celebrate that now we get to make more plans. Well, that concludes this planner throwback tag for me. This was really fun to make and look kind of back through all my old spreads and think about some like good memories, and remember like the fun crafting and the weird washi choices that I made. So I hope that other people see this and want to participate too, and just that it's a fun exercise to do and a good excuse to get to go back through your older planners. Everybody have a fabulous day. I hope you're all well and staying safe. And until I randomly get an urge to make another video, I'll talk to you later.